to do data entry for today. If you're brand new to this, to data entering in general, this is one of the ways that we will be doing data entry. We'll be using this spreadsheet. I'm going to explain how this spreadsheet works and generally what you would do and how to use Salesforce and so on. First thing I want to do is explain the purpose of the spreadsheet. Essentially, there's two different types of, I guess, data. Well, it'd be not main teams, I guess. So there's call center, which is pretty much they help call companies and identify if they offer essential services, training resources, or careers. And then there's data entry specialists who, I mean, a majority of you guys are, who, find information on, Google or whatever and insert it into Onward's Salesforce. But this new way of doing data entry is we actually have all this information about a bunch of companies in a bunch of different states. Currently, I'm on New York's spreadsheet, but what we're going to be doing moving forward is using this spreadsheet to our advantage to help call center and data entry specialists work together so both of our time is more valuable. So you're probably wondering, like, okay, like, what does all this mean? What am I supposed to look for? And how do I do all this? So let me just generally explain what you're seeing right here. So this is just general company information, company name, county, location, phone number, web address, and then the primary SIC. So you're probably like, what the heck does that mean? And I don't blame you guys. So what the significance of the primary SIC is we've been noticing that for the first two digits of anything that starts with 51, it's agriculture and it has essential services and careers. 53 is department and other stores, and they typically have careers within them. 54 is grocery stores and supermarkets. They're most of the time they offer job opportunities, so careers and so on, as you guys can read down the list. So you're probably like, what's ES, C, TR? So ES is essential services, TR is training resources, and C is careers. So the way that we'll be doing this stuff is we're going to be focusing on any primary SIC numbers that start with these two digits right here. So the very first digit we're at 99 right here. See how the first two digits is 99? The highest number that we got right now is 91. So let's say hypothetically, somebody assigned me to, let's say I'm on team Disney. I'm on crew Adventureland. And my, let's say my my data entry administrator, or I guess resource coordinator, will assign me to edit the specific account. So I'm going to do that. So what you guys don't have to worry about these three first cells. Pretty much what you guys are going to be looking for is, if you see your name right here, you're like, okay, this is the account that I'll be inserting data for and kind of doing some research on. So let's say some of yours might look like this. Oops. Where you're assigned like multiple. Here, let me move that over so that doesn't look so funky. There we go. So let's say I see my name and I have these 4 accounts to edit, or to research, I should say. So what I'm going to be looking for, I'm going to just do this first account, Alliance for Downtown. I'm going to go check and see if I could find some more information about them, if they offer essential services, training resources, or careers. So I'm going to do that right now. So once again, Alliance for Downtown, that's the very first account I'm going to research. And here we go. I'm on their website. As you guys can see, they offer downtown, they offer grants right here to essential small businesses. Awesome. So we're already looking at an essential service. Pretty much an essential service is anything that offers financial services, money, shelter, food, and so on. And I'll go more into that in a bit. And then there's also, accounts that are associated with jobs and accounts that are associated with training resources. And you're probably like, what the heck does that mean? If you've never done data entry before, and I'll show you in a bit. So, this website looks legit. you know, there's some contact information down here. Sometimes I'll have like a contact us page. So I'm going to go to this downtown grant. So I want to emphasize that like loan companies are not essential services. If they offer like small business grants and that type of stuff, or like they offer grants and, you know, during this time, like this one specifically is for anybody that's affected negatively by COVID-19, like any small business in let's see, in Downtown Alliance. The Downtown Alliance is providing rental assistance grants of $10,000 to offset monthly rental costs for 80 small businesses. So see, like it's for like in the state of New York. So pretty much like this is, you know, very helpful. And they got an apply now thing. So what I'm going to do is go into, you know, so I got, once again, I found this account right here. What I'm going to do is go into Onward. So most of you guys are going to see this screen when you first log in. So you're going to want to, if you haven't signed up already, go ahead and sign up. And then once you have your username and password, go ahead and log in. And the very first thing that you're going to want to do when you're starting an account from scratch is go over to this big blue button right here, okay? New resource account. And we're going to insert all the data. So you can actually pull the data from right here. So I'm going to do that. Phone number. Phone number is right here. And what I'm going to do after I insert all the information is just cross-check with the actual website. I'm going to make sure that the phone number is properly formatted. So that looks good. Resource type. So this is huge when you're inserting a resource type for essential services. So like, once again, like like financial, shelter, food, healthcare, and so on, you'll go to essential services. If you're entering an account that's offering job opportunities, you're going to click on jobs. And then if you're going to enter an account that's offering like certification programs or like training business programs, you're going to do training. But since we are doing an essential service, we're going to do that, and it is money. So I put the account name, which is the name of the business, and right next to it, I'm going to put the type of essential resource that it offers. The website is this. I'm just going to copy and paste this directly. Let's see. Billing Street. I'm going to pull this off of. Actually, I'm going to utilize. So right here, that's the Billing Street right there. Billing City, New York. See it right there where it says location, address, city. And then it is in New York as well. Oops, went too far. Postal code. So you guys are seeing that there's the first five digits and the last four. Just do the first 5 digits. There we go. Sorry, my mouth is I'm all over the place. And then so we got that. We got our billing street, billing city. We got our state and zip code. And unless stated otherwise, so once again, I want to just cross-check to make sure that this all lines up with the website. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. So I did see that. Okay. So that is correct. It is in New York. Let me see the phone number real quick. 566-670. Perfect. Yep. And then, yeah, the website's fine. So this looks correct. Okay. So unless stated otherwise on the website, like I'm currently at the bottom, but some websites will have like a shipping address that's separate from the billing address. If it's not different, then you'll just click this little box right here where that says copy billing address to shipping address. And then the county, you will want to put in the county. I know New York is in New York County, so I'm just going to put New York. Then if you don't know what county your city is in, you can always do this. You could go to Google and type in New York County. And what will so I just typed in the name of the city, and then obviously the name of the state. And then another way, it's not actually popping. Let's see. It's not popping up right now. Let's do like Fresno, California County. Sorry, that was a bad example. Got confused. So right here, see how it popped up on the right-hand side, like Fresno County. So if you're just confused, go ahead and always type in the name of the city, the state, and then just type in county afterwards on Google. So, and then if for some reason you have a drop down and let's say there's hypothetically 5 like New Yorks on here, but you don't see your state right underneath, you could always click on the magnifying glass and then choose the correct New York, or I guess correct county. So I'm just going to speed this up. Oh, my bad. So you could always click directly on it if you see it. And then logo URL, I'm going to show you guys how to do that real quick. So if you right click onto the image itself of the logo and copy image address right here. So once again, right click and then copy image address, post into another, there we go. And look, it looks like the image has popped up. So if you do it correctly, the image should pop up by itself. Copy the logo URL, description. So when we get the description, we want to give credit to where credit's due. So I'm just going to pull off this little guy. This is like a perfect summary of exactly what they're offering. Yeah, so that's a good little description. What I'm going to put is source from, and then I'm going to copy and paste the website. So that way we don't get in trouble for copying information without giving credit. And the same for eligibility. So you only have to fill out eligibility when you're doing essential services or trainings. For jobs, you could put, like, that's a whole nother video, but for jobs, you can input, you know, the eligibility within the description itself. So don't want to confuse you guys too much on that. So once again, for training resources, training, and then essential services, you will fill out the eligibility, but if you are doing careers, don't worry about this field. Then eligibility is right here, perfect. To be eligible, blah, 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 and it says all this fun information. Source from. Here we go. And boom, look at that. So we got all that information filled out. You guys make sure that you fill out all these correct fields. Don't leave anything blank that I did not leave blank. And then we click the copy billing address to shipping address so we didn't have to retype everything. We typed in the description, gave credit, which is very important. And then same with eligibility. We typed it in, gave credit. And then here we go. So once you are here, we want to just double check. Well, the very first thing that we should have done is, I know there was no account because I looked it up before this video, but this check for duplicate, this is very important. Let's say hypothetically, I don't want you guys to waste your time, but let's say hypothetically somebody already inserted Alliance for Downtown as an account, but we don't know that. We could always go into Salesforce, go to this global search bar, type that in, and then if you see it already pop up, and like this information's not filled out, then you don't need to insert it into Salesforce. You could always just double check to make sure that that account has like all the correct information from the spreadsheet. But that is the very first thing that you guys should do, is always check for duplicates. So once again, like before you even start this whole process, just copy and paste this name, go into this global search bar right here, type in the name, and then if it doesn't pop up, you guys are good to insert the information. But if it pops up, that means do not create another account, otherwise we will have duplicates. So once again, if you like type in like Bob's Burger, let's say Bob's Burger Express 99 is on the list and it doesn't pop up here, then you are good to go to insert information. So I just want to clarify that before I went too far into the video. So we got all the information. You guys are probably wondering what this new contact is, new job, and new URL. You will not have to worry about this new job tab unless you are inserting a career. For the new URL, we are using that for any helpful links that we think will be helpful for people using the Onward website for, I guess, for assistance. New contact, unless they give you like a specific person to reach out to, you don't have to worry about that. But new URL, what I'm going to do for the sake of this video is I'm going to create a URL for this grant, even though I already put it in the profile itself, I'm just gonna, oops, wrong one. I'm gonna put the URL here, and I'm gonna put the name of the grant itself, Small Business Rental Assistance Grant. Description, once again, I'm gonna just pull it from here. Actually, I'm just gonna copy and paste this whole thing. And then I'm gonna put source like I did before. Boom. There we go. So when you guys are, inserting information into Salesforce for the resource type for essential services, and then for trainings, focus. The only thing that you have to worry about is inserting a URL. You do not have to worry about inserting jobs. So just worry about those 2 steps. Okay. So now that we got that, we made sure, I did it kind of late, but I did check for a duplicate afterwards. This should be the very first thing that you do is check for a duplicate, okay? So I double checked after I already inserted it. That was my bad. Insert it into Salesforce. I did do that, okay? Notes. I don't need to insert any notes because I found all the information that I needed. But hypothetically, let's say you go to a website and you have no clue what they do. You could select any of these. Let's say the website link is completely dead. You could put any of these, and then you could have call center call them and find out more information. That's only if you cannot find out anything about that specific company, or you're just very unclear of what they need. Then you could always have call center call them. And then if you press yes, you do not need to worry about inserting information into Salesforce. Once again, if you press yes for needs call, do not worry about inserting information into Salesforce. We're gonna wait until the call center calls that specific company and gets more information about them. So since I already found enough information about this company, I do not need call center to waste their time and call this company, okay? And date entered. So today is May 5th. So what I'm gonna do is type in 05/01/2020. So now I have the date entered and I inserted one essential service. Some websites will have multiple essential services. Some might have 1, some might have 3, some might have 5. And then some might have one of each. Some might have one essential service. Some might have one training resource, and some might have, a career opportunity as well. So it is possible to have one of each, but most of the accounts that you'll be dealing with won't. So since I did not insert a training resource, I would put 0. Since I did not insert a career, I put 0. And now this is good to go. Let's say hypothetically, you come across one that has no link. What you would do is automatically you put yes, and then just dead website link. Or I'm going to add an option in here that says no website link provided. And then that way, the call center will know to call them to figure out what they do. So that way we're not wasting our time doing research and so on. So if they do not see how there's a web address right here and see how some of these do not have any website links at all, you could just click yes immediately on needs call. Don't waste your time doing research. And then that way call center will call them and find out more information. And then you could put date entered. If you put yes needs call, just 05/01/2020. And then you could just leave this blank for now, okay? And then also these, put no also. If you put yes, they need a call and you do not insert it into Salesforce, make sure you click no. And then if you guys need to, you guys could always, see where my mouse is? I'm gonna go to this bottom left corner. There's a helpful info tab, and I'll be constantly updating this to where it's more helpful for you guys. To kind of see the steps that you guys will take, but I'll make sure to make this incredibly clear so that way you guys aren't lost. But essentially just follow these steps and you guys should be good. And once again, you watch my mouse, it's going to navigate to this bottom left and you can find the helpful info tab over here. So the only 2 sheets that you'll worry about are helpful info and New York, or let's say you're another state, then the other state, or Connecticut, New Jersey, Texas, and so on. So that is a process of doing data entry for this new method that we're implementing for, utilizing the information that's already provided to us to our advantage and working along the side of call center. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your administrators or resource coordinators. My name is Connor Lillis, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Oh, wait, one more thing before I hang up. I just want to go over this one more time. We are staying away from medical or healthcare companies for now, just due to us focusing on agriculture, department stores, grocery stores, hotels, schools, childcare, and schools and governments. So don't worry about if you come across a healthcare company. Skip it for now until notified. If your administrator says we're doing healthcare, we've updated the protocol, then listen to them, because this video was probably made, well, it was for sure made before you got your assignments. So once again, focus on these digits right here. If you're confused what the primary SIC and the significance of these two digits right here, focus on the first two digits of the SIC, which you could find right here, primary SIC. And all we're going to be focusing on is the first two. So I went to 91 and 91. So schools and governments. Okay, so that is it. Have a great rest of your day. And yeah, keep on rolling.